Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Farm Diaries Part 2, or Episode 2. I don't know how many episodes. Day's overcast. Here's my stuff. You're gonna have to go hands-free. I got this nice little thing that I'm testing. It's a magnet, so you're gonna get to see some POV. So let's go. I got my tools. Got this little thing to move the dirt. And the rake, and obviously my little wagon. And I don't know how you are right now as far as adjusting, but I think I might have to push you up just a tad. So today there's minimal work to do. So I was here last Friday or Thursday, Wednesday, one day last week. I'm thinking it was actually Wednesday. I was here 5.5 hours just doing some work, some maintenance on the farm. Got some weeding done and needed to loosen up some of the soil around the plants, and I needed to spray some neem oil to keep the little beetles and things away from the leaves they were munching on. So that was a lot of that work, and just kind of helping the plants breathe a little bit, cutting some excess foliage, etc., etc. So it took a while. But I got a little power rototiller now to loosen up the soil in between. I only had a little hand fork, so that would have taken a long time to do by hand. Okay, here we are, the Garden of Eden. I know. Anyway, so we're gonna set up over here. I'm gonna have to actually switch you because this thing, even though it's on a string, it's not very secure. So luckily I brought, well, this is for harvesting, guys. I'm gonna show you them lettuces. I actually got this harness as well that I used for the Switzerland hikes, and it's great because you just kind of slide the camera there and it stays pretty good. So anyway, got all my tools, got my water. I found these like safety goggles. Cool. I'm always finding glasses. What's that about? I need to be finding like money. Anyway, I'm gonna get set up and show you guys what the garden looks like now. Okay, I'm switching you to handheld mode for just the bed. I don't have anything on it. Here's the beans. These were newly planted, so they're coming up. These were the original beans. Looking pretty luscious. I'm gonna have to get some sticks so they can kind of start wrapping around it. Yeah, these are the cucumbers and the zucchinis. Look at that. We are seeing, there it is. So yeah, you see what I'm saying? All of these little leaves were getting eaten by beetles. And there's one. What a bastard. Stop eating my plants. So I sprayed them. Neem oil is there, but yeah, we got some fruits coming in. I did notice some spaghetti squash. So those are the zucchinis. These are the cucumbers, but they must be in there somewhere. The little beetles just love this. I'm gonna have to find something else to spray them with. I did notice a squash somewhere in here growing among all these things. I'm gonna have to start kind of wrapping them. What are you guys doing? This is a family show. Go. Stop like... Wow. Sorry. I have to blur that. So yeah, I had seen one. I don't know where it's coming in, but oh, here it is. There you go. So that's gonna be a spaghetti squash. I don't know how many per plant, but I like spaghetti squash. These are the potato plants, looking lush. I don't think this actually belongs here. This is not part of the potato plant. Oh, maybe. No, I don't think it is. Need to pull that. Anyway, onions. I got all my guys. This guy, something happened to him. And then we obviously have our lettuces that I'm going to be harvesting today. I'm just going to be taking leaf clippings, some of the harder ones, leave these. Though I could pull a head and just use it for stuff. The inside will keep growing, so I'm just going to trim a little bit of each of these for salad for today. Worst case, I can always come in and pull one. I think these have been in the ground for about 50 days from seed. So yeah, I mean, look at the size compared to my hand. They're looking great. Nothing has really attacked them. My mint for some mojitos. I gotta start trimming some of the flowers that are coming out. Same with the basil. The basil's looking so nice, so I wanted to take some basil. I see we got some flowers, we gotta get rid of those. Yeah, tomatillo plant's kind of spreading. Need to start, maybe getting it tied, but I see a little husk already over here. Look at that. We got some tomatillos already starting to develop. And then we got aroma. Oh my gosh, look, it's ready to go. Perfect. But yeah, still waiting on these. They started pretty sad, but now they're actually doing a little bit better. My pepper plants decided we're just not gonna do anything else. Though this one does have some peppers here, but I don't know if this one we gotta wait till they're red, because this is like a different pepper plant. My serrano plant just gave up on life, so here's a bell pepper. These just didn't really grow. They're sad. I see a big one over here. I think this is Anaheim. Yeah, that's pretty good. But here we are. Okay, I got you in a different setup now. I don't think this is gonna hold good because I don't have the right attachment. But this is what I was wearing before, and it's quite great. This thing is like, it's really strong. It's a magnet, so you can wear this under your shirt, and you stick that to the GoPro, and it's very strong. So this one specifically, I can't really adjust, but I have the same harness I was wearing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this. This is actually my little lettuce spinner. It works great for harvesting lettuce. It started sprinkling. As long as it doesn't rain any harder, we're good. But just wanted to give you a little POV. Harvesting some lettuce. So I'm just gonna get some of the outer leaves. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna change this real quick. As I was saying, so now we just got your hands free. So what we want to do, we actually just want to kind of get the outer leaves from here, because the plant will keep producing from the inner ones. So I want to cut leaves from the outside, and then obviously you gotta rinse these pretty good. There's just dirt. So I want to cut them from as close to the stem as I can. And some of these are not going to be super great, especially the really bottom ones. But I also don't want to take all of them from one plant, as to not shock it. So, and I'll clean those off too, because these bottom ones here don't really need. But it's nice and crisp. You want to harvest these in the morning, because that's when the plant has the most water. So otherwise throughout the day, the reserves. Oh hey, it's a little spider. Sorry, I just took your house. So I actually realized I do have the little attachment for the harness that I can put on, but I'm not gonna do that now. It's looking pretty dark, and I think there is rain, so I'm gonna hurry up and get done what I need to get done. Good morning, everybody. I am en route to the Garden of Eden. Yeah, I left you kind of on a cliffhanger. This is like a few days later from that last video, because it started raining really hard. If you remember, I said something along the lines like, oh look, it's dark, it looks like it's gonna rain. Well, rain it did. And that just, you know, little sprinkles. It started like that, and it was just giant drops of water. So I had to like pick up all my stuff, throw it into my little wagon, and then just sprint out of there. Mind you, the walk to the parking lot from where the gardens are, it's not a short walk. You saw that in an earlier video. So yeah, so I was pretty much soaked at that point, because it started raining pretty bad. So I got to the car, I was all wet, and so yeah, it was pretty much done. I kind of was waiting to see if maybe it was just a passing cloud, but no, it consistently rained pretty hard. So now, taking with me on my back roads drive to the farm. As you can see, these are all farms. I put in a little B-roll there, so yeah, they're all growing. We're in Georgia today, so yeah, I shouldn't have to do much. I actually harvested some good veggies a couple days ago. I got a big zucchini. There's another 2 coming in. I'll show you that. I got a few cherry tomatoes. I got some peppers, like the jalapenos are looking really good, so I got about 5 of those. And I harvested 2 heads of lettuce, which one of my neighbors actually enjoyed. So I have the other one there to make a salad. And yeah, they're all pretty much ready to go. I trimmed some of the leaves that were at the bottom that were kind of yucky looking, just to add more ventilation there, but they're pretty much good to go. You can just clip some of the leaves and just eat them for a salad, so that's what we've been kind of doing. Yeah, so I'll show you kind of what I did when I get there. Okay, so it's nice and sunny, and in retrospect, I should have been here a lot earlier. It's 11:35 in the morning, and really should be putting this like way earlier. Here's how everything's looking though. Not a whole lot of change. There's a big zucchini growing in there. There's a couple of zucchinis actually. That's where I cut one. And there's so got 3 zucchinis coming up, which is very nice. They'll be ready in the next few days. These are the cucumbers. Kind of started trimming them to go up, and then really trimmed a lot of the leaves from the bottom, just because it was very busy. Got rid of some of the leaves that didn't look so good, maybe diseased. Now see, these are the ones that got that little powdery thing. That's powder mildew. We don't want that, so that's what I'm going to spray with the neem oil. I'm also going to be spraying the zucchini ones, which have it as well, so I'll be doing that. Hopefully that'll keep it from happening. The beans are looking good, nice and bushy. This one kind of collapsed a little bit. These are gonna need little supports, yeah, because they're kind of going out. I blanched the cauliflowers. I'm supposed to do that to protect it, so in about 3 more weeks they should be ready. I got a little uncovered leaves there. And then lettuce, I pulled a couple lettuce from there. These are looking great. That middle one there's not so great, so might be able to salvage some of the leaves. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of the plant. Japanese beetles. I had 2 resident toads that I think were living under the vines over there, so I hope they stick around so they can eat all the little bugs. I'll share a picture in here. They're very cute. Okay, so let me spray some stuff and get on with it. Okay, just did a little flyover, which is great because the day is calm. It's usually pretty windy here, so I got the sun over here, so hopefully the footage looks fine. I'm like a little tilted, that's okay. But yeah, got my little DJI Mini up. I've been taking some photos, so I did a little video. I'm not a great pilot when it comes to these. I get a little nervous, so I did some photos because I actually took a photo from before, actually the day that things were planted. So did one, and then I want to do kind of a progress, so it'll be pretty significant. So yep, just did a little flyover, did some pictures, did a little video. We'll see how that comes out. You'll see it in here. So I'm pretty much done here. I got my neem oil pretty much done. I sprayed, I'll show you what I sprayed. It's actually not terribly terribly wet. I thought it was gonna be kind of mushy, but it's actually okay. But you can kind of see some of the little powdery residue. So the neem oil should help. It already dried. That protects the leaves from bugs and stuff. There's been a lot of bugs. But yeah, you can see the one zucchini there. This one's gonna be ready in a few days. This plant's got another one, which is awesome. And then this one, I don't know if this plant got stunted. I got rid of some of the leaves, but I see some new growth, so hopefully this plant will get going and will give me some zucchinis. On this side, I did kind of walk around and collect some tomatoes. I think the birds are already enticed by them, so they are attacking them. Some green ones, but look at this squash. I'm excited for that. And there's another little one growing there. The soil is not super nutritious, so yeah, tomatoes got quite a few of these, but I did find some. I'm gonna have to kind of do a little maintenance on these plants. There are quite a few on the ground that I think the birds are now munching on, but this is the cherry, the regular cherry. It's got a ton of little tomatoes. They just need to ripen, and then the pear ones as well. The beefsteak tomato here and the tomatillo, we got lots of little husks now, so hopefully those will come out and get a bunch of them for some salsa verde. And look at the beefsteaks. Yeah, and there's quite a few more growing. All right, I am dripping in sweat. I didn't bring my hat or anything. I sweat a lot, so I'm kind of vegetable right now, but I'm done. So see you in the next one.